I had no idea the British press was so bigoted.
This One's Wife, the desperate squealer. Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor. This One's Wife's extensive utilisation of Instagram was something that I predicted, and I also explained that it will be her downfall. It will prove to be her undoing. The reason for this is that it just proves too tempting to her, and it's too easy for her to pick up her phone, film something, and then upload it to her Instagram account. She has plenty of time on her hands, she's a basic individual, and her narcissism drives her to pursue the prime aims through the utilisation of social media. She's certainly not alone in that regard. Plenty of narcissists do so. Some do so with excellent content, some do with ridiculous behaviour on the internet. And this One's Wife is driven by her narcissism to ensure that you learn about what she's doing in her life by her posting it to her Instagram account. And because of the way that her narcissism works, and her basic nature, and that she's not that bright, she's going to not only provide me with lots of opportunities to analyse her narcissism, but she's also going to provide you and the public at large with lots of glimpses into her life, which then open her up to criticism and ridicule. Naturally, she isn't going to stop doing it because her narcissism thinks it's a good thing that she keeps sharing things on Instagram, that it's an appropriate thing for her to do because it helps her get to the prime aims. Remember, the criticism and ridicule that comes are collateral consequences, and she is not thinking about that when she puts the latest ridiculous video up on Instagram. All she's thinking about is, they'll love it. This is great. I look fantastic. I'm doing so well. The collateral consequence of criticism and ridicule comes next. And when it arrives, rather than her go, this is yet another of my videos which has been criticised and ridiculed, perhaps I need to rethink the frequency of posting and my content. Maybe I need to think more carefully about what I'm doing. She doesn't, because that would mean accountability. That would be self-reflection. And the narcissist doesn't possess either of those things. Instead, her narcissism simply says, you don't need to pay any regard to those individuals because they're racist haters. So she dismisses them. This is why she never learns. This is why she never improves. This is why she continues to make the mistakes which you all laugh at. And we've got another whopper coming up. As you're well aware, as ever, a Fickle has launched, and Spread and other sundry items, overpriced and unexciting, have been launched. This One's Wife decided that it would be appropriate to take you to the moment that it all went live with this high production value video that you're about to see. Let's have a look.
Okay, come on. We're live! Oh my gosh. Yeah! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We're live.
Well, as I mentioned, high production values abound, don't they? Somewhat disappointingly, albeit unsurprisingly, the only website that is open on her laptop is her own. There are no tabs for Goop or Martha Stewart's website, or for the Marchioness of Bath's website, or Prince and Princess of Wales' X account, or the Reddit thread for Saint This One's Wife. All of things she would ordinarily scour on a daily basis, I'm fairly sure. Instead, come on, she whispers to herself. Why? Do you need to motivate the laptop in some way? And then, sharp intake of breath, and oh my gosh, as we get the squeal of delight from this teenage woman. There then follows an elongated, yeah, and oh my gosh. And then the camera is spun round because, of course, she needs to ensure that she's seen in her own video, just in case you were wondering whose ridiculous voice it actually is. Well, once again, this one's wife utilising social media and with a crappy video showing of her scrolling her website to confirm that it's live and recording her reaction. For once, she's not wearing white or beige. But that's by the by, because actually what this video demonstrates is her desperation. Not only is it irritating listening to her squeal like a teenager, which of course is where she thinks she actually is, naturally, her narcissism makes her believe that this is a cute thing to do, that she's relatable, that she's showing her joy, her pride. Now, she is proud of her website because pride is a narcissistic trait. Doesn't always mean that it operates in a harmful way. When it's surrounded by empathic traits, it operates in a functional way. This one's wife has a huge amount of pride by virtue of her narcissism, but it doesn't have any empathic traits to keep it in check. But what is interesting is not so much as to what you're seeing in this video, but what you're not seeing. Where's Harry? Where are the kids? Where are her friends? Where's Doria? She's on her own. Presumably, the creation of this website, this lifestyle brand, with its tie-in to the cookery program, the creation of a website, the creation of an Instagram page, the creation of products, the creation of packaging, the creation of a newsletter, the creation of little videos that have been promoting it. All of that has required her to be doing things. And therefore, that means that because it's related to her, that is the main focus. And it'll be what she will regularly be talking about and boring anybody who will listen. Oh, I've got the packaging back from the printers. I'm going to speed read it when I proofread it. Oh, I'm going to launch a newsletter from As Ever Official. I'm going to provide tips as to how to use my spread, but I don't know how to spell hors d'oeuvres. Anyway, this is the central focus for her. And yet, on the very day that it's being launched, at the precise moment that it goes live, where is she? She sounds like she's stuck in a bathroom or somebody shoved her in the garage. Perhaps she's so annoying they've said, we're sick and tired of you going on about your bloody lifestyle brand. So she has to grab the laptop. She's not in an office. She's not at that 2-seat table that doubles for their office that we've seen hitherto. Lord knows where she is, but it's almost as if she's had to sneak off because she's bored everybody. And also, it demonstrates she hasn't really got any friends because there's nobody there to celebrate this launch. You would have thought that this one's wife, narcissist that she is, would have made it some kind of akin to some kind of gender reveal party, a going live party of counting it down. And then, I don't know, firing something into the air to celebrate the launch, to have a few people gathered around her. She's a notorious day drinker, therefore, presumably the bubbly would be cracked open, but no. She's on her own, sat in the garage, or in the bathroom, with a laptop. But such is her desperation for her to be noticed, for the world to know about what she's doing, she has to film it, gaining thought fuel from the perceived reactions of everybody to it. But all she actually highlights is the fact that she's quite a lonely and isolated individual, that at the supposed crowning moment of her latest project, her husband isn't there to congratulate her on her going live, the kids aren't there to say, well done, mum, friends aren't there to give her a round of applause. She's simply on her own, which tends to suggest, of course, that so much of what she's done elsewhere with people isn't their genuine interest or reactions to what she's doing. They're simply there because they're being paid, or it's part of the staging that's done. As we saw with the cookery program, people were just turning up to tell her how wonderful she was. I doubt that they genuinely mean all of that. And here we are. The stench of desperation, a noticeable funk in the air, as this one's wife engages in squealing like a ridiculous teenager at the launch of her new endeavour. But what it actually highlights is what a desperate narcissist she actually is. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for watching.